Squad? Welcome back to the channel. It is Season 5 of Modern Warfare 3, and you know what that means. It is time for my Modern Warfare 3 Season 5 Search and Destroy classes. Hopping right into things, a lot has changed as far as Search and Destroy classes in Season 5, starting with our vest. We're no longer running Infantry Vest. We are now running Ninja Vest because it got buffed with Season 5. Previously, the Ninja Vest would not allow you to equip the gloves. You wouldn't be able to run gloves at all. Well, with Season 5, they buffed it. You can now equip gloves, making Ninja Vest an absolute S-tier vest to run in Search and Destroy, and here's why. So for my throwing knife people, you can resupply your throwing stars with throwing knives. That's cool. I'm not a throwing knife guy. I don't really care about that. What I care about is the fact that Ninja Vest not only acts as covert sneakers, eliminating your footstep sound, but it also makes you immune to movement reduction effects, which is really nice and much better than Infantry Vest, which just gives you double time, because instead, what you do now is you throw your Ninja Vest on, and then in the boot slot, you put on running sneakers instead of covert sneakers. So you get the use of the Infantry Vest and you get the use of the Ninja Vest at the same time, and you don't sacrifice those quick grip gloves for that fast weapon swap for rushing. As far as gear slot goes, me personally, I rock the compression plate. I like having quick fix. EOD is also a very good option. It is definitely a sacrifice that it caused me to die to some days since I put compression plate on. I will not lie, but I still prefer it overall. I also think many other options are good, like Ghost or where is it? The Data Jacker as well is really good, but compression plate is my go-to. As far as field upgrade goes, we go Dead Silence, and I get asked this every time. Seek, why are you running Dead Silence when you already have Ninja Vest or covert sneakers on? Well, I run Dead Silence because a lot of people don't realize this, but Dead Silence doubles as Ghost in this game. So if you pop Dead Silence and you're running, it'll give you the effects of Ghost, so you will not show up on the UAVs. And in Search and Destroy, there's not going to be a UAV every single round, so when there is, you just pop that Dead Silence and run it for that. Lethal and Tactical for classes, I go Frag and Stun. I swap between the Stun and the Smoke Grenade depending on the map. Maps like Shoot House, for example, I usually throw a smoke grenade a lot because of rushing. It really just depends on the rush routes that I run. And for those of you that have not checked out my rush route series, I've got a lot of maps to catch up on with all the new DLC maps they've added with Season 5, so more rush route videos coming soon. But I do have a playlist with all the rush route videos I've done so far. If you're unfamiliar with the series or familiar with it, check it out if you have not seen all the episodes. I will link the playlist in the description. And then finally, your melee, you're going to want to rock the Karambit or the Gladiator. These are the two fastest movement speed knives in the game. So for rushing, these are the two you want to run, one or the other. The other knives are all slower in terms of movement speed. So you want to stick with just these two if you're going to be rushing in Search and Destroy. All right, moving on to the stuff y'all actually came to see when you click on the video. We have my actual classes for the weapons. Starting things off with the MCW. It wouldn't be an SnD class video without an MCW class. We have the RB Claw PSL Grip, the Mark III Reflector, the 60.5 MCW Cyclone Long Barrel, the L4 Flash Hider, and the DR6 Hand Stop. Next on the list, we got my Uzi. Everybody stays sleeping on the Uzi in this game. I wouldn't say it's meta, but it is definitely up there as far as the SMGs go. It's a great mid and close range SMG. You can even get long range out of it if you throw the conversion kit on. I love this weapon. I got Obsidian camo on it. If you know me, you know I love an Obsidian Uzi. Class setup, we've got the WSP Optec Long Barrel, DR6 Hand Stop, 40 round mag, the Marauder Grip, and then the Mark III Reflector to finish us off. Moving on to the F2000, aka the BP50, we've got the Jack Ravager conversion kit, turning it into an SMG from an assault rifle. We've got the high grain ammo, the Spitfire suppressor, the quickfire laser, and then the TRST IV grip tape, making an absolute dirty SMG out of this assault rifle. Just like the MCW would not be an SnD class video without the Rival 9. This SMG is still probably the best in the game. This weapon is still so good. I absolutely love it and hate it at the same time. We have the Rival Clear Shot Barrel, the Purifier Muzzle Brake, 40 round mag instead of the DR6 Hand Stop like most people run. In pubs, I don't really think you need the DR6. The ADS speed's already super fast on this weapon, but if you really want to, you could take up the 40, put the DR6 back on. It's totally up to you. And then we've also got the Rival Vice Assault Grip and the MTZ Marauder stock to finish it off. Next up to my sniper class. I don't snipe all the time, but when I do, my go-to is still the XRK Stalker on this game. I just love the way this sniper feels compared to the other ones. We've got the KLX Short Barrel, the OLEV Laser, the Helix LV Light Stock, the Light Bull, and then the XRK Stalker Factory Grip. I kind of go back and forth between running a secondary or running a knife with the sniper class, but when I do run a secondary, typically I'm running my Renetti, and we've got the Bruin Express trigger action, the Renetti wood grain grip, the 9mm high grain rounds, the Sidearm L400 laser, and then the MLX short competition barrel. Next up, we have the Peacekeeper from home, as I like to call it, aka the Superi, a weapon that has gotten really popular recently, and rightfully so, being low recoil and very good at mid-range for an SMG. We've got the Hound Guard Heavy Barrel, the Zeman Compensator Flash Hider, the X10 Phantom Grip, the 40 round mag, and then the Socken ZX Grip. The static HVSMG, aka the Cordite from Black Ops 4, at least that's what it feels like to me. We've got the SK24 grip, the FSS Guardian stock, the X10 Phantom hand stop, the 8 long barrel, and then we've got the Requieter suppressor. The SGG44, the other Season 5 DLC weapon. The DLC weapons this season were pretty damn good. As far as the STG goes, we've got the Stalker D9 suppressed barrel, the DR6 hand stop, the 40 round mag, the Citadel grip, and then the Jack glassless optic to finish us off. Finally, we make it to the MP5, aka the Lachmann Shroud. I'm starting to see this weapon more and more in my games, and I'm happy to see it because it's always nice to have a good MP5, and I'm so glad we got this conversion kit, making the Lachmann Shroud better than the Lachmann Sub and just satisfying to use overall. We've got the LZR 7mW laser, the Quarters Classic optic, throwing it back to COD 4, the 40 round mag, the DR6 hand stop, and then of course the Jack Decimator conversion kit, turning it from a burst into a full auto MP5. Moving on to my settings, as always, I'm just going to mute up and scroll through them all for all you guys. I'm not that YouTuber who's going to go around and say that this is the best setting to run, this is going to change your gameplay and let you drop nukes. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to do that. I think whatever works best for your PC, if you're on PC, or whatever most comfortable to you is what you should be running. But there are a couple things I will point out that in my personal opinion are must runs, starting with field of view set to 120, motion blur off, and then of course having your movement speed to at least 50%. Those are very basic settings to have, but especially the 120 FOV, but I run into a lot of people that aren't running higher FOVs in my game. At least it seems like they aren't. So if you're not doing that, highly recommend running that. But besides that, I'm just going to mute up, scroll through all my settings, my KBM settings, my controller settings, my graphic settings, everything, so you guys could just look and choose at what you want to see. Oh, and for my keyboard and mouse people, I run an 800 DPI, and for my controller people, I run a Scuf controller with 2 paddles on the back. The left paddle is X and the right paddle is circle. All right, squad, those are my classes and settings for Modern Warfare 3 Season 5. I will update again in Season 6. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.